And welcome back. I'm James, and I've shot a few videos now regarding the game Take That Hill, and I built up a little bit of a terrain set to go with it, and recently I've been thinking about expanding it, and I've added in a few new terrain types. So what I've done is I've refought the battle, but with some of these new terrain types in, and it's interesting how it changes the dynamic of the game. You're not attacking across quite such a narrow frontage. You'll notice this time the board has been set up a bit differently, and this is the beauty of this terrain, is you can actually set it up in different ways. So you'll notice I've expanded it. It's extra 100 metres on each side, which gives me more flexibility. Now I've also put some extra terrain types in. We've got some roads. Now the roads make no difference in this. They're only intended as something for use in more complex things. We've also got some woods. Now woods will block sight to the square behind them, or the hex behind them. So that square there will be blocked from there, as will this one. So they'll be blocked. So those are dead ground. If you fire into targeting woods, I'm also going to make it slightly harder to hit. But the flip side is they're harder to move through. To move out of them you have to roll 4 or more, and you still class as spent even if you fail. And we've got 2 impassable swamps there as well. I'm playing them as impassable for the purpose of this game. However, you can use different rules. You could have different rules to move out and so on. So let's have a look at. Now I've got a bit more decision making to make here, because it's going to be harder to control. Now, I think what I'm going to do is put one section up there, and this is not the most optimal decisions, but I want to demonstrate the difference it makes. My aim with them is to move them forward to there, and then they're just going to keep putting fire down on there. Then we're going to put 2 sections, plus the section commander there. And what these are going to do is move up using the dead ground to get into a position when I can either go firm with these and then bring them forward, or what I can do is go firm and keep putting fire in. And whereas I haven't mentioned the river, rivers don't give any cover bonus, but they also require a 4+ to move out of. And again, you can vary that depending on your terrain. So turn 1, and I'm still going to set myself the same time limit. So nobody is actually going to fire this turn. Everybody's going to move. So I'll move them forward to there. Now these are quite a distance away, which is why this is a far from optimal plan. And these will all move into the dead ground. Now that doesn't give a lot of options for our enemy player, but let's see what happens. So these 2 are both recover automatically. Now this is where the problem comes in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need a 5 or a 6 to get them recovered, and they haven't. So the enemy can fire. The only one they can see is those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's harder to hit because of the cover. 5. And now normally that would not be a problem, but because of the cover it hasn't hit. So that's the first turn done. So turn 2. Now this wouldn't actually be in cover there because they've got a straight line to it. I'm not crossing the river, so I can move into that without a problem. So we'll move both of those into there. This is where I'm going to start drawing fire. So recovery, they're automatic. Let's see if they recover. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need a 5. No, they haven't. Okay. So the enemy can fire. They can see this now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But we've also got the cover. So one of them is hit. So we've got 1 hit, and that's turn 2 done with a hit. Okay, so next turn I'm going to push that section forward into there, and that's the only action I take. Keep the platoon commander there, I think, for the minute. So these automatically recover. These need 2. No. They're still, oh, 1, 2, 3. Yep, so they've recovered. Now it might be an optional rule you want to bring in that woods make it harder to command and control, and you have to perhaps add 1 to the distance. That's an option. So we've got 2 targets now, so we'll fire at this one, which is a hit, and this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Normally it's a hit, however this time it isn't. They're already pinned, so we just get to put the 2 markers up there. Right, so firing. I think we'll fire with this one, but move the platoon commander forward and fire with that one. So rolling to hit. This guy's 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so these need a 6. No. Okay, so recovery, automatic. So, yep, they've recovered. They haven't. Okay, so the enemy may as well shoot at these 2. So we've got a distance of 3 for that one. So even with the cover, that's a hit, and that's a miss. So that's pinned. 2 more markers on there. Desperately need to start pinning that enemy unit down. So all I can do with this one, I'm going to shoot with these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 or a 6. No. Okay. And enemy recovery. That's automatic. 2 or more. And that doesn't recover. Okay. So firing at these. So 3 with the cover. That's a hit, and that one missed. So they're suppressed. That's 2 more markers up there. Okay, may as well just open up with these guys. I need to get these pinned down. So range of 4, no, so recovery, automatic. Yeah, and 3, not quite. So these up and fire again. So these, that's a hit, and that's a miss. So this is now completely bogging down into a firefight. So open up with these guys. In fact, no, let's move them forward. Let's take a gamble here and try and close the range, because I don't think it's going to get much worse. So these 2 automatically recover. These guys don't. Okay, so the enemy fires. We've got a range of 3, but with woods, and they both hit. So that's 3 more markers onto there. We're on 3, 6, 9, 10, 14. Okay, this is a definite loss for the attacking force. So they recover, they don't. So the enemy can open fire again. 2 hits, and that's going to put the game into game over phase. So what difference does this make? Well, key learning points. Too far away. It was too hard to recover them, and I'm still firing from too far a distance. I couldn't close in enough there. I'm not sure what the best answer is. You could look at a dispersed option and sort of start looking like this, but it does mean you've got units operating in the open. I don't know what would be my preferred option. Infiltrating forward to here seems the best technique, but I had very effective enemy fire against me. So I think using these little hex tiles is making a difference. I've also got other options. For example, I've got hills. I've also got wooded hills. So you can see this starts changing the complexion of the game, and you can expand this. And my aim is to try this much bigger area, but using it as a full company attack. And I'm going to be interested to see how well that works out. Let me know if you'd like to see more like that, and I'll create them. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please click on the like button below so that I know what people like and I know what to make more of. Alternatively, if you've enjoyed it and think you'd like to see more, please click on the subscribe button. That way you get notified by YouTube whenever I bring out a new video. And you never know, there might be something in there that you hadn't considered, because I do cover a variety of things on the channel. And finally, if you have a little bit of cash going. I now have a Patreon account. I'm always looking for patrons, because at the end of the day, let's be perfectly honest, it's a good way for me to get a little bit of money that I'll use to buy review items or to travel to museums and so on. I don't put a huge amount on that. At the minute, all we've got is one tier charging £1 a month, which just, as I said, helps cover my costs. See you soon.